Hey dudes, what's up? I'm Hilah. Welcome to Hilah Cooking. Today I'm going to show you a really classic simple meatloaf recipe, but then we're going to top it off with a special spicy tomato sauce. Alright, so in here I've got a shy pound of some really lean ground beef, and then I added just a couple ounces of sausage, and I'm just using breakfast sausage. But you could use like Italian sausage or whatever. That's going to keep it juicy, some extra fat in there. And then I've got some oatmeal, which if you wanted to, you could use breadcrumbs or cracker crumbs or cornflakes. Jesus, I'm not having very much luck with these eggs today. Any kind of like dryish, starchy particles. And then I've got my parsley and onion. And like I said, this is a real basic recipe. Lots of people will add other stuff like grated carrots or bell peppers. I'm not a big fan of the bell pepper taste, but I know that some people, that's how they grew up with it. So that's good. But also some garlic and then some salt and pepper. So yeah, you could add carrots, some even like chopped up spinach would be good. Just make sure whatever you add, you chop it up really small so it doesn't impair the meatloaf's ability to like bind together. And then you just got to get your little mitts in there, and there's no way around that, my friends. And now I'm just going to put it in my little loaf pan. And if you wanted to just kind of shape it into a loaf shape on a baking sheet, like, you know, just like that, do that, then you could do that. But I'm going to use a loaf pan because, I don't know, that's the way I've always done it. And kind of like spread it out a little bit so it fills up the corners and stuff, so then you'll have like nice even slices. And you don't want to like pack it down in there, but I'm not trying to compress it, we're just trying to like spread it out. Now that's it for the meatloaf part. I'm going to put this in the oven for about an hour, and then we'll make our spicy tomato sauce. My Texas tomato gravy, what I call it. I don't know, I just made that up. It's not really what I call it, I guess. All right, peace. Okay. All right, so for the tomato sauce, basically kind of what we're making is like, kind of like barbecue sauce, but it's not going to be as sweet, and I don't know, a lot of barbecue sauces are too sweet. IMHO. So we're going to start out with our onion and some minced jalapeno and a little bit of garlic that I chopped up earlier but left it out of the meatloaf. Just kind of get this soft, and that'll probably take about 5 minutes. All right, so this is getting soft. They're a little caramelized. I'm going to add some chicken broth. Go ahead and try to scrape up all that little browny stuff on the bottom. That's good stuff there. And then, I don't know, maybe a cup of this stuff. Tomato puree. I'm going to add just a touch of honey. Just a little. Don't want to make it real sweet. And a little bit of vinegar. Make it tart again. Okay, so the meatloaf's got about 30 minutes left. I'm just gonna get this up to a simmer, and then we'll just let it roll along with its bad simmering self until the meatloaf's done, and by then it'll be all nice and thick and rich and lovely and beautiful. All right, so it's been an hour. I checked the internal temperature, and it was 165 degrees, so we're perfect. I should let this rest for like 10 minutes before cutting into it to make sure that all the juices get redistributed, but I'm in a hurry. Ooh, yummy nummy. And some of my spicy sauce. Yummy. I'm excited to eat this business. That is a tasty meatloaf and a spicy sauce. Oh my goodness. That's hot. That's nice. I like it. Okay, I hope you try this. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll get to them on my Saturday vlog. And great, meatloaf for everybody. Meatloaf rules.